You're listening to Inklings of Insight. Hi. So today we're going to be going through highlights of one of the books that I think will be great for our relationship and social connection series. So the book that we're highlighting is called Wired for Love. It's a book about understanding your partner's brain and attachment style so that you can diffuse conflict and build a secure relationship. I was attracted to this book for a couple of reasons, and I highly recommend you looking at the Blinkist first. And I'm actually going to read the entire book based off of these couple of reasons in part that I think that it would be very valuable. So one of the main reasons why I felt like this would be an important book to look into is because one of the other books that you'll see me discuss either before this video or after you watch this video is called The Argument Hangover. And this book really kind of asserts that conflicts are a good thing. You should not avoid them because they help you to better understand your partner. And if you handle them properly, you'll actually end up strengthening your relationship. And so I thought that this was an interesting perspective coming from The Argument Hangover. And I also thought that it was interesting that this book seemed to actually encourage you to avoid conflict. And the implication here is that you can actually spend that time sowing intimacy and growing closer to your partner by tuning into how their brain works. So ideas that can kind of be conflicting, but the whole point of us doing this series is for us to select valuable resources, analyze those resources, but finally accumulate them and synthesize the information that we learn from the varying perspectives that we see. So this is an opportunity for us to kind of compare and contrast to somewhat opposing viewpoints or theories on how you should go about handling conflict. So that's the first thing. The second thing is one of the key ideas that are put forth in this book. One of the key theories is based off of a theory called attachment theory. The whole idea of this is that we develop what we call a baby bubble as we're children that pertains to our relationship with our parent. And subsequently, our relationship with our parent influences how we deal with couples in our future, which the author refers to couple bubbles. And the couple bubble is all about your partner feeling secure at all times. So this got me thinking, how does our childhood impact our relationships or our ability to form relationships in the future? And there was a study done by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention on adverse childhood experiences. And sure enough, there is a connection between childhood trauma and the various negative outcomes that happen later in life. And included in those negative outcomes is the ability to form healthy relationships, or rather the inability to form healthy relationships based off of that childhood trauma. So I wanted to kind of understand how prevalent this type of adverse effect may be. And there's a study published by JAMA Pediatrics that found that nearly 2/3 of individuals surveyed in the United States had experienced at least one ACE. And again, an ACE is an adverse childhood experience. So when we talk about the issues, challenges, and struggles that we deal with in other videos, we've gone through what those primary drivers and primary challenges are to developing a relationship, a healthy relationship with your partner. This is something that I would like you to think about and reflect on. I think like what your relationship was like with your parents, that might enable you to have better insight into some of the issues that might be coming up in your relationship. So just to kind of wrap up, I'm not going to go into all of the different areas that this Blinkist covers. I think that you need to download the Blinkist app and look into Wired for Love, the summary there that highlights several different bullet points that make this book compelling. And then if you want, you can actually go on like I am and read the entire book yourself. But the idea of your foundation being set by your relationship with your parents really results in individuals having three attachment styles, according to this author. Those three attachment styles are anchors, islands, or waves. And these all dictate how you deal with insecurity in your relationship. So, again, I highly recommend you looking into the summary for Wired for Love on Blinkist first, and then considering whether or not you'd actually want to read the whole book. Those are the main reasons why I think it could be seriously value added for you in your relationship building. So, with that being said, take care, be blessed, and best success.
Thank you for listening to Inklings of Insight.